Hello, this is the 80th Test from the Future, an experimental podcast from the year 2222, which we are sending from our present to yours. My name is Dirk.
And my name is Simon.
And we're putting the past in podcast. And today, we brought a new gadget.
Mm-hmm. Yep, one we've not even mentioned before, as far as I remember.
No, I don't think we've mentioned it. It's also relatively new, even to us in the 23rd century.
Mm-hmm.
I brought my new Holodeck.
Very nice, very nice. It looks good.
Yeah, it's true. It looks good, and it also is really heavy. So we dragged it up the room earlier. Yep. So we're looking at it. It's standing in the middle of the room, a little bit away from the recorder.
Yeah, it's pretty stout. It's not so tall. But even from here, I can tell, we were pulling it along before, so I know how heavy it is. It looks heavy.
Yeah, there's a lot of really fancy technology inside. Mm-hmm. And I got it earlier this week. And to not spoil the recording, you haven't seen it in action yet.
Correct, no.
So it's not just something new for the listeners. It's even completely new for Simon.
For me too, yeah.
And a little bit new for me still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shall we mention what it does?
What it does? Should we also describe what it even looks like for our listeners? We've said it's squat and heavy, but that's about it. Or should we leave that as a... should we not describe how it looks?
How about you describe what it looks, and then I describe what it does?
Okay, that sounds good. It's short. It's squat. It looks heavy. It's a cube, basically. It's a big old cube with a bunch of buttons in the top right-hand corner from where we're looking at it. It's pretty featureless other than those buttons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dark grey in colour with some nice orange highlights.
Yeah, I think that kind of describes it.
Yeah.
And what it does, it transforms the room. Mm. So that's the cool thing about a holodeck is you basically put it in a room. I think there's a maximum to the size, but apparently it can transform complete gym halls, depending on...
Bigger than this room.
Yeah, definitely bigger. Yeah. And it transforms the room. And the only thing it doesn't transform is the humans inside the room.
Which is what we are.
And basically, it doesn't actually transform them, so everything stays as it is. But it's
like an overlay, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Everything looks completely different.
To us.
It takes a while to start transforming the room. It starts to change, and when it's done, you're in a completely different environment. Mm-hmm. But not really. All of your stuff is still there.
Yeah, it's an illusion over the top.
Exactly, but it really looks real, like nothing that you still see. Mm-hmm. And this basically is a really nice way of just for a party, for example, or for whatever fun location. And there's a lot of things you can do. And you can switch it on or off with a button. Mm-hmm. So the classic way. And you can basically connect it to a bunch of devices. Most common thing is to connect it to your lens. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can control it with your lens ring.
Right, rather than needing to get up and go press the button with your finger.
Exactly.
On the holodeck itself.
Yeah. And but the thing is with the lens connection, to be honest, I didn't manage yet to set that up. Mm. I tried, I followed the instructions, but somehow it doesn't connect.
Okay. So we'll rely on pressing on the button on the holodeck itself.
Exactly. So and then you can download all kinds of different worlds, all kinds of different environments, all kinds of different theme music to go with all these environments. But only when you get the connection set up. And at home I didn't manage, so I was hoping.
So it's just got the default
exactly
themes.
And the default theme.
Oh, okay.
It does do one thing. So basically you press the button, it does do one thing. I thought...
So it really assumes that it will have a connection.
Yeah, exactly. So I was hoping we could do it once on the show, and then we can kind of describe what it does, and then we live on the show basically download more worlds on it.
Sounds good. Assuming we can get it connected.
I was assuming.
Sure.
I'm basically assuming I'm just doing something very clearly wrong. Mm-hmm. We have that figured out in a minute, and then we can do more stuff.
Sounds reasonable.
So I can go over and press the button now.
Mm-hmm. Please do.
And then you can kind of describe what you see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so because it's kind of like the listeners can't see it.
No, right. We need to paint word pictures for them.
Okay, so let me move it a little closer.
Yeah. Because it will emanate from that point, like from the holodeck itself.
Exactly. So, and then let me push the button. So.
Ooh. That's some nice music going.
You see it changing?
Yeah, gradually, like spreading out from the holodeck itself.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it is. And I like the retroness of it. There's basically a green grid overlay over the room as it is. Then once the grid is there, each little square is filling up with a different texture. And looking at the floor there by the holodeck, it looks like grass, yeah?
Yeah.
Not grass, but like vegetation.
You see, now your chairs are disappearing, you see?
Right. They're becoming like the trunks of trees, tree trunks.
Oh, this is pretty loud, actually.
It's a bit loud, yeah. I mean, I guess there are volume controls, but...
Yeah, I haven't set those up yet either.
Sure. Now it's getting up to the ceiling, and it's like building a canopy, or not building, but a canopy is appearing above us, like trees.
Oh, see, now I don't see anything anymore.
It's too dark. Oh, indeed. What do you mean you can't see anything anymore?
No, I mean...
Of my original room. Right. Yeah, no, sure. Right now, all around us, we're in a forest.
But you can... let me... Okay, so I see you're still sitting. So for me, it looks like you're...
What am I sitting on?
On a fallen tree.
Yeah, that's about right.
So now I'm still...
And where's the holodeck gone? Okay, it's that tree stump over there.
Yeah, I think it's the stump, but it's even the holodeck itself has disappeared. So I'm also just standing still now where I am. I hope the recorder is still picking it up. I don't see...
I don't see the recorder itself, huh? It's probably still here.
It's
Maybe it's this little frog sitting over here.
Must be the frog. It's sitting very still, so I guess that's it.
Not even blinking.
So now I'm standing still because...
Here, let me get you another tree trunk. There you go.
Okay, Okay, so I'm sitting down on the tree trunk. You want to point out a few things that we see?
Sure. As I mentioned earlier, there's vegetation on the ground, tree trunks rising up, then to a canopy above us. Through the canopy, I can see the sky. It's a nice blue, very sunny out there, it looks like, but we're nice and cool. There's temperature going on too, yeah? It's not just how things look.
True.
Yeah, it's a bit more humid than it was before.
And there's a lot of flowers as well in the forest.
Yeah, you can smell it as well. Not just how it looks or sounds.
And also, it looks like there's like light emanating from the leaves, from all the vegetation.
Oh, right, they're glowing a little bit.
Yeah. And you see these little sparkles between the trees.
Oh, yeah, down there. Some little orange sparkles.
And also, most of the leaves are green, but there's a lot of orange ones as well. Like it feels like a semi-autumn in the rainforest.
Yeah. But they don't look dried out. They look just as
life
undried out. What's the opposite of dried out? Anyway, they look like the other leaves in texture, just that they are orange, like you say, but like a bright orange, not like a faded orange.
And they seem to be slowly waving in the wind, but I don't feel that wind myself.
Likewise.
So it does feel a little bit unreal because there's hardly any animals except...
No, and right just up there, just for a second, I saw like a shimmer of the green grid
really?
up over there, yeah. But it's gone now, yeah. It was just like for a moment. But right, like you say, also, I hear like insects and stuff, but I'm not seeing any insects or animals.
But it's so if I start to walk around now, your stuff is still supposed to be here.
Right. So watch out for there was a coffee table over there earlier, sofa over there.
So and here I'm now.
Oh,
so see,
you're feeling something.
Yeah. You hear it?
Yeah. So but it looks like you're holding on to a branch from one of the trees.
But that's your chair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch it off.
Yeah.
So the room comes back, but for that I need to find the holodeck.
Right, was that? I think it was that tree stump over there. So, just right, just your right. That's it.
I feel it.
Sure. But you need to find the button because we can't see any buttons on this tree stump. It's just a regular old tree stump.
So now I would do it on my lenses, or like with a flip of the switch, then it's gone. But now I have to kind of. Okay, I have it.
Nice.
Switching it off.
Okay.
Wow, that was much less spectacular.
Right, just blinked out, yeah.
And everything is your room again.
Back as it was.
So
I guess it's more showmanship, the fact that builds up the green grid and gradually fills it in. Maybe that's not part of its functionality, but just because it looks cool.
Or maybe it still needs to, like for transforming, it needs to detect the room where everything is. And
scan it a little bit at a time.
And for switching it off, it's just back to what it was before.
Right, because it's already got that information.
Okay, so shall we quickly try to get the connection up and running?
Yeah.
So let me...
So we can try out some different themes.
Can I transform...
I guess that was like Green Hill Zone, yeah?
Yeah, I guess. Transfer the manual to your lens so you can take a look,
sure.
see if you pick up on anything. Mm-hmm. Okay, transferring to you now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you see then on the second page, they explain about the connection. And I did all of that at my place.
And it didn't work there?
Nothing. It didn't even connect to the net. Nothing.
Okay, I mean, sure, let me put in my network details. Yep, that's all good. Is there like a confirm button or a test button or something?
No, I see this. The lights aren't moving or anything.
Right. In the instructions, it says how those lights should change to a green when it's connected, but they're still orange right now.
Maybe there's a community forum.
Maybe. Let me have a look. Okay, I mean, there is a forum. No one's mentioning anything about the lights staying orange. Can't find anything about anyone else with connection difficulties. It was. So wait, it's starting to convert.
It's starting.
Like same deal with the grid. I mean, maybe it likes, like I say, showmanship. Yeah, it doesn't need to. But assuming it remembers the room, it could just build it straight away. But no, it's doing the thing.
But I didn't activate it though.
Oh, you didn't push the button?
No, it just did that by itself. I didn't touch anything.
That's a little bit presumptuous of it.
Yeah, and it's still not connected, right? So it can't even. It can't be. See, you're like your system doesn't detect it either yet. No. So man. So now the room is gone again. So now I can't.
Right. We can't see.
See the recorder. Can't see the screen on the wall.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I like this song. It is pretty exciting.
We're back in the rainforest now.
Yeah.
Okay. So. But
it's a little different. Yeah, it's not exactly the same as before.
See, and the tree.
Indeed. I guess it's procedurally generated, yeah, because it feels like maybe a different part of the same rainforest.
But the tree stump is gone, though. Was the holodeck before.
Right, there's a big tortoise there now.
Oh, yeah. You reckon the tortoise, is it?
I mean, it's sitting right where the holodeck was, so it makes sense. And right, it looks also to be asleep, a bit like that frog.
Okay. I'm gonna feel the tortoise.
Yeah. Try not to disturb it. Don't wake it up.
So, let me... Oh, yeah. I think this is it. You can...
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a tortoise.
Okay, here's what the button's supposed to be. Okay. So the room is back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. It didn't do that at my place.
Right, no. Did you have it on, switched on for a long time at your place, or did you switch it off after you tested it?
No, I left it on, actually.
Right. So then there's something else going on.
But the cool thing is, like, at least on the web, we can browse all the worlds that we can install.
Sure, yeah.
So the moment we have the connection set up...
Yeah, then we can have a queue of them lined up.
Yeah.
To check out.
So I was gonna actually run those live on the show. At least I was hoping we could do that.
Yeah.
But we can see the videos of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
we can at
previews.
least. I mean, for the listener, it doesn't matter because they can't see it either.
No.
So we can maybe browse through them, see if there's any fun ones that we can then maybe later install.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds good.
So okay, then how about we just pick a few that seem nice?
Well, I just flip through, and I'm sure we can mention. I mean, I'm flipping through already. Here's one. So the first one I see, or first one that caught my eye, looks like medieval castles. Rather than a rainforest, yeah.
See, that looks nice, actually. Mm-hmm. And there's also, so you're not in the castle, but you're surrounded by hills with castles. Am I seeing this right?
Looks that way, yeah. So you see them off in the distance. But I don't know, can you then approach them? Like, is it just that this preview image is just showing far away, and then, well, I guess we'll find out, yeah. If you can walk up to them and go inside them and stuff.
But because, I mean, you're limited to the size of your room, right? You will still bump into your own walls.
Okay, yeah.
So, but maybe there's a way to pull it closer?
Yeah, or teleport them or something.
But it looks nice with the castles, but it looks very happy. green fields, blue sky, bright castles.
Sure, it's not a cloudy day.
And it doesn't feel like, I don't know, like medieval
There's not enough
warfare.
mud.
Yeah, exactly. No mud, no...
But it's a cover image, yeah? So they're showing the best side of it.
Yeah, I guess. Or maybe like people don't want to have like muddy stuff in their room. You know,
Possibly.
They do like it to have more like happy blue sky, green fields, medieval castle. Not what the medieval times were really like.
Right, no. Some minimum semblance of cleanliness.
You see, there's the volcano one next to it. The next video, inside a volcano.
Yeah.
But like this is, you see like...
I was in a volcano just recently.
Yeah, but this looks like there's a ropey bridge right above the lava, which is basically...
That's a lot more fun, yeah.
But like that's also not really realistic, right? Like inside a volcano...
Right, no, an actual rope bridge would just combust.
Yeah, exactly. But this is at least the medieval castle and the volcano one feel like they were like feel-good versions of what it really would be.
Right, like idealized versions.
Like how we had the happy rainforest before, with bright lights and stuff like that. Maybe probably what a rainforest.
It makes sense. These are the most. It's sorted at the moment by most popular, yeah. So these are the most popular ones. I guess we could try some different sorting criteria.
Yeah.
What do they have? Do they have like most dank?
Oh yeah.
Most scary,
Oh, that's cool. Let's see if we find any cool filter.
Okay, there's ones you can say, so you can say how many people can explore the place. You can say like roughly the size of your room, like is it broom closet, bedroom, football stadium.
That you get something that's really optimized for that. I guess if you have the medieval castle one in a tiny room, it feels kind of weird.
Right. So you can filter it that way.
But there is. Wow. Can we try the broom closet size?
Makes sense. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's try that. Let's see what they show us. Oh, okay, here's a medieval broom closet. Makes sense.
But it also like an actual broom closet. That's
a modern day one.
Like, so if you have a room like that, it is probably a broom closet. You have it transformed into a broom closet.
Yeah, and you could imagine maybe it would be a small toilet, but you probably don't want to.
Like spaceship elevator.
That would work.
That would be cool. Like,
it's got some twisty handles on the sides of the room. It looks like.
You can have the broom closet look like an elevator in space. That's
yeah. And there's options to make the walls like made of glass, so you can see space through the walls.
There's whale mouth.
Whoa.
Whale mouth. Is that an actual whale?
I guess that's the idea. Maybe it's like you're being like plankton, getting or krill, getting munched up in. What's going on? Okay.
Oh, it's starting again.
It is, yep. Room's fading out again. Green grid, and again the forest or a forest.
And the thing is, the holodeck is always the first thing to disappear.
Yeah, right. So actually, let's pay attention this time. Was it changing into this time?
Looks like a shrubbery.
Yeah. It's got some berries in there, some chili peppers maybe.
But it's like, I would like to then rush through it and stop it by pressing the button.
You give it a go, or can you not?
Yeah, I just tried, but it doesn't respond. So I guess you can only switch it off when it's done.
Yeah, you have to wait for it to finish the transformation.
Okay. I do like the music.
Nice. I like it too.
But I'm not sure if this keeps happening all the time.
Right. Is that? I wasn't paying attention to the time. Like, how often is it happening? Is there like a repetition, a regular interval?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention either.
I guess if we listen back, we could maybe work that out.
So now you see over there, there's now like an opening. Like there are no trees, and you see into like an open patch further on into the rainforest.
Sure, yeah.
It wasn't there before.
No, it's giving us a little bit more this time.
But you can look further now. So if I had my lens, I could try to pull. Or if I had a connection with my lens, exactly, to see if we could basically pull that closer. But it would just be fun for us. For our listeners, it doesn't really matter.
Well, we are good at describing things.
Yeah. Shall we? Okay, but I was going to say we can just leave it at this because it keeps on popping back anyway.
Sure.
But we can't browse now because we have it on the big screen.
Right, we can't actually see. Can't mention any of the other.
Okay, then let me go to the shrubbery. Okay. I think, these are just berries.
Is there like one berry? Oh, what was that? Is there a berry that's extra clicky compared to the other berries?
Yeah, it's not exactly where the shrubbery is. It's next to the shrubbery.
Okay.
It's kind of like in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Switch it off.
Yep. Okay, there it goes.
Huh. Okay, so we can see the screen again, but I'm not sure like if this keeps on happening, it's going to be super boring for our listeners.
Well, unless they really like that song, but sure.
Unless they really like this song, yeah.
I mean, in a future one, maybe we can, when we've got the connection working, we can use it to check out the other themes and worlds and stuff.
But it is a pretty cool default, and at least the nice thing is there is a default on it.
Yep.
So if you don't get...
It's not just like a blank room or something.
Exactly. And it comes with a pretty cool theme song. And also... you can immediately try it before actually setting anything up. Yeah. So if the same happens to everybody, then there's going to be a lot of luminescent rainforests around.
Sure, maybe some years from now, a lot of people, especially maybe people who are children now who grow up, they'll have a fond memory or a fondness for such forests.
Exactly. Sitting in the forest, looking at the leaves.
Occasionally a flicker of a green grid over up in the top left corner.
Stumbling about, trying to find the holodeck. There's also a fun game. So like you hide the holodeck somewhere in the room and then you switch it off.
Okay, that's the game to find it.
We can do that at some point. But I would say then let's stop it here.
Yeah.
And see if we have any listener questions.
Right, while we can still...
While we
still can read them. It looks like we do. I'll read out the question.
Yeah.
So it's from Anonymous, no name given. The email, so the message is, "Hey guys, hope everything's fine and dandy in the 21st century. I recently tried potluck and it was great. Did you guys ever try that? I can totally recommend it. Cheers."
Okay.
So thanks, Anonymous. I think it maybe is a typo there. Because I've never heard of anything called a potluck, but maybe because we've been talking about podcasts lately, maybe they mean a podluck.
They misspelled potluck, but they spelled it with a T.
But it should be spelled with a D.
I guess, because
like a podcast.
Why, or else would he tell us?
Exactly.
But I have no idea what it is. Anonymous, at least.
Right, podluck. Right, so we're just assuming it's related to podcasts. Podluck, maybe it's like a random choosing thing to choose an episode of a podcast that you listen to. Could be that.
Or it's where in a podcast you can win something.
That'd be pretty nice.
Maybe you can win a holodeck or a Congo.
I see. Yeah, like items made by the manufacturer.
Or you can win a pod. But
those were real nice.
But they didn't have pods in the 21st century though, right?
That's true, not back then. Okay, yeah, right. We're thinking of stuff that exists now, but this was an email from 200 years ago.
Hold on, didn't your Munchel Congo have a potluck setting?
I think you're right. Yeah, right. I never used it, but now you mention it.
But why would a Congo, or like for our listeners, that's the food conglomerate?
Right, if they've not heard the episodes about that.
Exactly. So that basically that's what we use to print our food. So you can basically say what you want, it prints that, and then you can eat it. I think I saw it on your Congo, but I have no idea what it meant. Maybe
I haven't got it to hand right now, but I can try it. Maybe we can try it out in a coming episode, see what it's about.
Maybe we can have our next podcast episodes created by the potluck setting.
Hey, I see what you mean. Like it would generate the podcasts
for us.
We wouldn't need to record or anything.
We can just say, hey, we want to talk about flying chairs. And,
sure.
Roller coasters. And, cool. And then it could basically generate some sort of conversation.
Yeah. And then we can listen to it. Because sometimes, now that we've found this old iPod with our old episodes, occasionally I'll go back and listen to them. And because I've not heard them in like a year, it's pretty entertaining for me.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we're saying. But check this out. We literally never would have said it. It would be all new content for us too.
And I guess by now we've released so many episodes, like any listener could probably replicate an episode with our pattern.
Yeah.
We come up with some nonsense future technology. Yeah,
our approach
doesn't work properly. We semi-researched it. Yeah, it's
speculate a bunch.
Exactly. Okay, cool.
Very nice.
Thanks, Anonymous. We really like it. We're gonna try have Simon's Congo produce a future.
Yeah,
episode.
we'll check out that potluck setting.
Completely automated. Okay. Oh yeah. Before I forget, I wanted to say one thing. Gotcha was postponed.
Okay. Was that meant to happen this week or when?
No, I think early December, but they postponed it to next week.
Okay.
I think too many holidays,
Sure.
solstice,
A lot of stuff
like
going
that. Okay. Is there anything else we missed?
I don't think anything like specific to this episode. Shall I say our regular closing
Oh yeah,
stuff?
that's smart.
Yeah. So, listeners to Tests from the Future in the past, please email us at michaellasagna5@gmail.com. And in the subject, put the number 80. When you do that, we will know that this episode successfully went back in time 200 years. That's the kind of thing we like to know. And if you have any questions or any comments, you can also put those in that email.
Okay. So, I would say for now, thanks for...
Oh dear.
Okay. Well,
That's a good... We were about to say goodbye.
exactly. Oh, yeah, everything starts to disappear. I'm not sure how we can end the recording, but...
We could use this music as our leaving closing music, eh?
oh, cool.
Hey. So let's say our thing.
Okay, yeah, thanks for listening, and see you in 200 years. Bye-bye. So we're still there,
We're still here. We're listening along, you know? But pretend we're not here and just listen to the music.
and there's beautiful trees
There's
around
blossoms.
us.
Yeah, there's blossoms this time around.
There's a hummingbird flying.
Some nice extra detail.
Oh, and the open area and the forest is opening up. We should go there.
Yeah. Oh, and the sky up there is like neon green.
Bye bye.